Powering up essential systems. Booting root C/audio logs. Reviewing previous data cells. Repairing audio files.
But one of the lenses has been removed. Good. Just make sure to bring it back.
Yes, Captain. Yes, sir. I sit down and I grab out a book, Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. The fear of being controlled by Sam I Am is blocked out.
If the receptionist is shirking responsibility, then bureaucracy is alive and well in Eden. Sitting behind this desk, there's an older lady, Ray. She has a very sour look on her face. Your services, I'll still need them when I'm here, but I go to try to kiss her hand.
Okay, don't make me file something with HR. That's just more paperwork I don't want to do.
He is mostly just going to make sure he's got the ammo he needs. You know, it's a Friday night. It's about 5 o'clock. He heads out to his favorite bar.
To your knowledge, you've never seen him actually smoke one of these things.
They're actually candy cigarettes.
Somehow, they've either engineered or found some sort of hairstyling gel. He throws your drink back in your face.
No. Absolutely not.
It's running. Not well, but it's running. You see this beat the heck up Toyota Corolla just roll around the corner.
And then we stole a Toyota Corolla from someone scared of zombies, and we headed out into the wilderness.
I love how your recollection of Terry giving you a Corolla is we stole it from him.
Yes, with great force and predetermined forethought, we stole the Toyota Corolla that's almost broken.
Most valuable of all vehicles.
We're just starting to see how Gregor reinvents himself over time.
Cool. Alrighty, so when we last saw our characters, our PCs, correct me if I'm wrong, but what we had was Bravo driving his van with Gregor in shotgun, and then they were towing the Corolla with Rex in shotgun of that.
Was that right? I think that sounds right.
That was exactly right.
I think that sounds right.
Shotgun.
Rex doesn't want to drive. He needs to be able to shoot out the window, even if the car's being towed.
I mean, it's smart in a way, but in another way, it's not.
Describes Rex.
Awesome. So we have this caravan, and we're just gonna pick up right where we left off. So the caravan, y'all have just barely left Eden. You're on one of the main roads heading west. So far, it's been smooth sailing. You've been on the road for a little bit. It's not a super long drive. It's something that would take you 2 or 3 days to walk, and so you're looking at maybe a couple of hours in the car. What are y'all doing during this road trip?
I am scanning the road for raiders or bandits. Raiders or bandits? I don't know if there's a difference. I'm scanning the road for raiders.
I'm scanning the road for bandits.
Oh, good. We got our bases covered.
I'm scanning the road for both.
Oh,
well, too bad. A highwayman comes and gets you.
Oh, no. Dang it.
I think that I'm obviously keeping watch, and maybe we're just making small talk and eating whatever passes for road trip snacks in the apocalypse.
Rex does not mind being in the back by himself, not having to talk to anyone.
So tell me, Bravo, you're in the driver's seat. How do you handle your van, especially on this kind of road trip?
I'm driving like just fast enough to make passengers uncomfortable, but not quite fast enough for them to like be willing to backseat drive me. When you like just kind of grip the edge, but you don't quite want to say anything.
Alrighty, cool. So you're going along. It's not super eventful. The area around Eden is relatively safe. The people of Eden have been working for a good a good time to make sure that their city is not threatened constantly by external forces. So your trip outside, it is relatively uneventful. What do you do as you near the compound? Because this is something that it's something you'll have to think about, because you've got an hour or two to talk about this with amongst yourselves before you get there.
That's a good point. This is in character, actually. So, do we want to hide the van and pretend like we're just random wanderers walking in?
Well, bravo, my boy. I do think that based on how it went for the last fellow that they sent, may need to do some reconnaissance first. Maybe see if we can make contact with whoever this inside agent is for us.
I'm wondering if there's any advantage to us going in separately. I don't know. I don't know why, but that's my first instinct, is pretend like we don't know each other.
Not a bad idea.
I actually, for this last stretch, because this close to the other city, I don't expect there to be any bandits, raiders, or highwaymen. I park the car and I invite Rex to come up for a little planning session while we make the little last stretch.
We got a plan yet?
Not
I think
exactly.
What we need to determine is, do you feel comfortable leaving your van out in the wilderness?
Ooh, no. But maybe we could hide it, camouflage it, cover it with... Wait, Trent, remind me, what is the landscape like around here? Is there a lot of foliage?
So the landscape around Eden, we described it as these little pockets of cool temperature. But like when we say little, I mean like if you took the radius, it's only like a mile or two, and then it hits like Mad Max style desert terrain. So you've been hopping between these bubbles. You've been driving, you kind of like this weird zigzaggy line from one bubble to the next, crossing as little open like Mad Max terrain as possible.
Okay.
And so you're currently parked like under an overpass in one of these little bubbles.
Okay.
It's all like decrepit and falling apart. You can see the rebar and some of the concrete holding up the structure.
Is this all like old rundown city or like rundown suburb or what?
You're kind of in the transition between the two.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're in like the transition between suburb and city, more or less. Things are pretty rough though.
All right, here's my idea. What if we take the van and we park it in a building? Some old building where the front of it has a wide enough entry and we can put it way inside and it'll be dark. And besides this, I mean, this van, she's nice. She's reliable, but she ain't pretty. People might just think it's an old, rusted, broken down relic of the past.
But a natural camouflage.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pretend that I did it on purpose.
Trigger's happy to pitch in and finds an old ratty tarp to hang over it and tries to make it look as derelict and as abandoned as possible.
I'm going to say that to hide your van, you're going to have to, I mean, we're going to call it do something under fire, but the fire is just that your camouflage doesn't work. So who wants to roll? Because it sounds like you all are helping, so you can definitely roll an aid or assist to help whoever's making the roll.
I have that's a cool roll, I believe, right?
Yes, roll plus cool.
I'm happy to roll that because I have the coolest cucumber in the bunch, I think. This 7 plus 3 for a 10.
Okay,
That's a cold cucumber.
awesome. Okay, so yeah, you all have camouflaged the van. It is inside of a building. It looks like it was left there eons ago. Who knows who did it? But the van is camouflaged. Does this camouflage extend to the Corolla as well?
Well, here's the question. Do we want, if we're going in separately, does somebody want to drive the Corolla around to the other side of the city?
Rex can't drive.
All right. Looks like it's Gregor's time. He grabs the keys and after 4 attempts, finally gets the engine to turn over.
I pushed it a little bit.
Ouch. We pop the clutch. So like the plan, we'll infiltrate the city separately. We'll meet up tonight. Is there a landmark? Is there a place we want to meet? What do we think?
Whatever bar has the cheapest drinks, that's where we're gonna meet up.
I like that plan. Although, if you remember from what Ms. Slater told us, this is a farming and manufacturing community, so maybe we need our story to have something to do with that.
This is a podcast. No one can see your nod.
Wait. I've been wondering what is a farm?
It's a place where you grow food, so you can eat, as opposed to having to hunt for, some of those radioactive deer that are running around.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I understand. Okay, that's where food comes from.
Gregor isn't too sure at this exchange. He's like, who did I just get sent into the wild with?
I just thought that it got made in like a factory. But then again, I have seen food trees before.
Gregor just slowly rolls up the window on the Corolla.
Wait. Is there a trigger to roll it up, or do you have to like turn the thing?
It's the slow, gradual window lever that you have to push. I do feel like if we all go in together, then we can, mostly I just feel bad that Becca's just sitting and listening. If we hurry in, then we can get her in the story.
That's a good idea.
Fine.
New plan. We all go in together. We pretend we're a sad community of farmers whose food trees stopped working.
Great.
You all look like such farmers.
With that plan in mind, y'all get in the Corolla. It sputters to life, idles pretty rough, but then y'all kick it into gear and it gets moving. So you continue on your way to this settlement. Now, the settlement itself is in a little bit of a valley, and so you're kind of going up. You're going up a bit of a hill, and when you crest the hill, you see the community sprawling before you. Now, the community has placed itself very intelligently. It's next to a waterway. It is so they have their supply of water. There is a wall around the perimeter of the community, and you can see some of the buildings in there. They're in various states of repair. This community has been here for a little while, and they're trying to work off the existing structure and scavenge things from surrounding areas. That's what it looks like as you see the place. Now I'm going to give you a map, a vision of what you see. This is the community.
Ooh. Oh, kind of. It's like a wheel with the buildings radiating out from the center of town, and the center of town's right on the river there.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
And the wall extends all the way around the city, even on the riverside.
Yes. So the wall juts up to the banks. It goes into the river 10 or 15 feet, enough that it is submerged partially.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so you have this vista of the community. What do you do?
Onward and in, right?
I think we make our approach.
How tall are the buildings?
The buildings range from single story kind of ramshackle buildings up in the north to more solid, sturdy, like reclaimed multi-story buildings as you get closer to the center of town.
But it doesn't look like any of them are like new massive fortresses built by people who live in this dystopia.
No, there's no massive new fortresses. The newest addition to this community is clearly the wall. It is the newest part.
Okay.
So I guess my question is from which direction do you enter, or attempt entry anyways?
Is there a main gate?
Let me see. Yes. So on the if you look, there's the big body of water and then the smaller little tributary up near the northeast. Up in there is an entranceway a clear gate or a more clearly marked gate. Anyways,
I think we just roll on up, and as we're pulling up, just say, Mr. Food Factories, just leave the talking to me.
Okay.
And slow down, roll down the windows, hands out the windows. We slowly approach, trying to signal that there aren't any hostile intentions.
Rex makes sure his guns are hidden
okay.
as well as he can.
I'm imagining Rex in the back seat, and it's just completely maxed out the suspension on this poor Corolla.
I have my beanie pulled. I just like look in the mirror, make sure my beanie's pulled all the way down to be covering my implants.
Alrighty. Perfect. So as you roll up, you get closer to the gate. You see several people come out. There's 3 people on the top of the wall over the gate, and there's 2 people on ground level. The ones on ground level are holding long staffs.
I just whisper, "Oh, they've got staffs. This is gonna be easy."
As we roll up, I threateningly, I try to approach. Actually, probably pull the car to a stop, get out, and approach from a distance. Say, "Hello at the gate."
One of the people like angles his staff towards you and says, "Stop where you are."
Hold on there, Sonny. It's didn't mean any bother. And all of a sudden, this older gentleman, not old, but older for the apocalypse, suddenly appears like this frail, old grandfatherly figure. So hold your horses there. We just wanted to know if this fine-looking city's taken any new recruits. It's been bad. We tried to hack it alone, but we just couldn't do it.
We know it's bad. That's why we put up the wall. It's also why we keep people out.
What? Are you interested in adding any new members? I mean, we don't have much. We have our car, but we're happy to join the cause. I can't do this anymore.
All right, this sounds like you're trying to manipulate the guard.
Mm-hmm. I'm just a grandfatherly old man. Don't worry about me.
Oh, clearly.
Oh, oops. I need to add another dice. Hold on. Sorry. Ooh. Let's see. Manipulate is hot. Is that right?
Yes.
It is a 7.
Alrighty, let's see. On a 7 to 9, they'll go along with you, but they need some concrete assurance, corroboration, or evidence first.
I gesture back toward the car, and I try to encourage Bravo that I didn't really mean it. He can help.
I open the car door and I just say, "Please, sir, my grandfather is dying." What do I roll to help?
You roll plus hex.
Oh wait, this isn't a help roll. This is giving them assurance. Never mind.
And help's only going to add +1, so it's not going to roll it over, but this would give them assurance.
Okay.
At the desperate cry, the one guard looks to the other, and the other he's looking really sympathetic. His eyes are a little watery. You seem to have struck a nerve with it, not a nerve, but like struck a chord. There we go. You struck a chord with him. He nods, and the other guard, the first one, looks at you and says, "Okay, we can take you in." Now we'll need to do. There's a couple of procedural things. You know, there's always paperwork that needs to be done when a new person joins our community.
Of course. Anything. Thank you so much, young man. Thank you. You don't know what this means.
Oh, we are so happy to be able to help you. Now, obviously, we'll have to search your car, and we need you to go over to our medical examination area to make sure you don't bring in any contaminations. The last person who tried to come in, we had to turn them away because of some fungus that we found. So we just need to cover all of our bases and make sure that you are you are good before you become one of us.
By the way, Rex is patiently waiting in the car for the signal to come out.
When he mentions fungus, I like almost raise my hand to ask about it, but then I like decide it's not the time.
No.
I'm just gonna say I'm very worried about the whole searching the car part, but I don't know how we're gonna get out of this.
Rex doesn't like the search the car part either. He makes sure at least his machete and his shotgun are on his person as concealed as they could be under his coat.
It's a shotgun.
Armor. Yeah. I didn't say he's going to do a good job of it.
We're happy to join the cause. We obviously have some means to protect ourselves. We're not fools, but I mean, I'm sure that this gentleman who's been traveling with my grandson and I he'd be more than happy to join the city guard or whatever it is. But yeah, we do have some armaments, but don't worry, we're all in.
Rex takes this as the cue to get out of the car.
As you do that, the three people on the top of the wall, everyone we've established is kind of scared of you, just as a general term. It kind of, as you know, everyone looks at the battle babe and goes, "Whoa!" Everyone looks at you and goes, "Oh no!" And so the three people on the top of the wall like immediately come like more stiff to attention. But as it becomes clear that you are not posing an imminent threat, they relax a little bit. The one guard says, "Well, as long as you leave all of your so-called armaments in the car, we'll be able to vet them and you'll be fine."
Rex shoots a glance at Gregor.
I heard Rex shoots and I was like, "Oh no, what's happening?" Thank you, young man. Yes, of course.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll just follow you.
Alrighty, these will you all will make a great addition to our community. He waves you on through and shows you a little place off to the right side where you can leave the car and get out to follow him.
I'll leave the shotgun in the car, but I'm taking the machete with me.
Okay, are you doing this obviously, or are you making any effort to hide it?
I'm doing a pretty decent job of trying to conceal it. Machete is easier than a shotgun.
Okay.
I make a show of putting the shotgun in the car so that they see like, oh hey, he's putting the gun away. He must be not armed.
Okay. You'll have to do that under fire because you're under scrutiny right now. People are watching.
Got it. I am battle hardened, so I am rolling hard instead of cool. Yikes. 3 + 3, that's a 6. Wow.
If anyone wants to help, this is the time to help, to move it from a failure to a partial success.
I look over at Rex and I say, "Oh, don't forget the bandolier of shells that you have across your chest too. You can leave that in there with the shotgun." And I rolled a 12. Cool.
So you would roll plus hex with Rex actually, because you're trying to help him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I think I'm more harm than help, actually. Oh, no, we're +3. Yeah, that is a 12. Great.
Alrighty, so that moves it up to a 7. Okay, so yeah, so you're able to use this distraction as you hoist this bandolier over yourself and just plop it in the trunk of the car to stash your machete somewhere. But as you do this, you notice one of the other guards that are watching. They eye you kind of shiftily. They seem to be keeping a closer eye on you, Rex specifically.
Well, it's not the worst thing. We can use that to our advantage if they're only watching Rex.
Alrighty, so after you do that, the first guard that you met, he signals you to follow him. He says, "Okay, now that is finished, we should lead you all to the medical examination room. And we should probably introduce ourselves. We is Equality 8-589, and welcome to Den Ufank." Hey there, this is Trent, the Master of Chaos for this campaign of Gamelance Productions. thank you for listening so far. Don't worry, the episode's not over yet. We've got a lot more of whatever the heck's going on to get through. I'm just here to remind you that you should follow or subscribe to this podcast. If you want to get notified anytime that we release a new episode, that is what you need to do. Also, you can visit our website and send us a voice message. The address is, and I know it's a bit of a doozy, but it's anchor.fm/GameLanceProductions/message. Again, that is anchor.fm/GameLanceProductions/message. Thanks to Mackenzie, who wrote our intro music, and thank you to Audionautics for all the other music that you hear throughout this podcast. Now, I have taken up enough of your time. On with the show. And welcome to Den Ufank.
Sorry. What was that?
That was we name.
Oh, nice to meet you. What was y'all's name again?
It is Equality 8-589. Don't worry, you will all get a similar name. Like, and he gestures to the guard that is keeping a laser focus on Rex. He says, "This is Collective 9-499." So this is pretty standard.
This is my kind of people. I already have a name like you. I mean, we does. We's name is Bravo 9 5 India 68 Kilo Whiskey Tree Zulu.
Oh, good night.
I shake their hands excitedly.
And he is Equality is so happy to find someone who is eager and willing to be a part of this community and has already started the process. He just goes, "This is wonderful."
I'm like, it's been years since I met somebody with a normal name. Oh man, everybody out here has these just crazy hard to remember names like Jason. And
he just heartily agrees with you.
Or Gerald. I don't even know. This okay. I can we can understand how to get along here.
We absolutely agree. And so with that, they lead you off to the medical examination building. It is slightly to the north of where you entered. The medical examination building looks like it was once like a large hardware store. Think like Lowe's or Home Depot. Part of it is caved in, but other than that, they're taking great advantage of the fact that it is a wide open space with a solid flooring and nothing much is going on. There's no like walls really that they have to worry about to make it whatever they need it to be. As you enter, you see several people bustling about. There's different stations for different things. One of the people there catches your eye because they look kind of familiar.
The time has come.
Ew. Woo!
Yay.
Becca.
Hi.
You are Dr. Agnes Dice.
That is me. So upon, seeing her, she bustling about. She's just in some casual clothes, a little more casual than you would probably expect to see a medical staff personnel in. But she's got a nice looking face, except for the fact that she's got raging RBF all the time. So she looks very unapproachable.
Awesome. So as each and every one of you sees Agnes, you all get these little pops in your mind of different experiences that you've had with her in the past. And this is where we'll set hex. So, Dr. Dice, if you would like to read the questions.
Okay. I will only be asking 2 of my questions. The first one is, where did it go? Which one of you do I figure is doomed to self-destruct?
Oh.
I know the obvious choice is Rex.
If you want to make your case before me, I'll let you do that. But this is Rex you're up against.
Yeah. Well, as a doctor, because we would have met when I first arrived in Eden, and you would have found me extremely uncooperative when you wanted to examine my implants. and like just like very standoffish and like not accepting any help, not even wanting you to look at them. So that could be a possibility there.
Okay. And then there's Rex as well.
Rex is a mercenary, and there's two kinds of mercenaries: good mercenaries and dead ones. So, the moment I'm not good enough at my job, you know I'm doomed.
I probably have to say Rex, and I will. So then the second question is, which one of you put a hand in? Which one of you put a hand in when it mattered and helped me save a life?
I think Matthew's having some connectivity issues. It sounds like something that would be
Sorry,
slightly
can you
up
hear me?
Gregor's alley. So y'all figure it out. I'm going to see if I can fix my internet.
Okay.
Wait, do you want to read the last? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'll read the second.
Our
We
trench is
lost
gone.
him. Oh no! What do we do?
Now we don't have a game master. Now we can decide anything.
Now we're
We
the
are
game
the
master.
game master.
Bravo grows to be 9,000 feet tall.
Okay, so which one of you put a hand in when it mattered and helped me save a life?
I feel like that could be me. You know, I am not a stranger to getting into sticky situations, and I feel like I'm willing to help out.
Perfect. That's a +2. Okay, so that would put Bravo at a 0. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good.
So then I was thinking for you guys, when you were going over your hex and I was listening, for Rex, who's the prettiest and the smartest, I was thinking you get to choose which one of those options. But after McGregor left you bleeding, Dr. Dice was the one who found you and got you back to Eden. And from that experience, one, that makes me think that you are more prone to self-destruct because I found you out in the wilderness all by yourself bleeding. But then in turn, I'm the one who came in and helped you get out of that situation.
And you're probably both pretty and smart, so
Except for the RBF.
you're likely going to get that +3 from me.
And then for Bravo, I was thinking he thinks that Dice is so strange. It's the strangest one. Because you had said that Bravo kind of tries to be nice and liked. And being a doctor, Dr. Dice is, Agnes is pretty well liked. But she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want anybody to actually like her. She just is there to do her job. And so he finds that kind of dynamic really weird. And so he thinks that she's kind of strange because of that.
Can buy that.
And then for McGregor, I only heard one of the questions, so I didn't get any of the other ones. So I don't have anything I didn't come up with anything for him.
I have one question, and it's, can I trust you or not? Or is that the wording exactly? Let me pull it up.
I mean,
Yeah, can I trust you or not? That's it.
can you trust her to save your life? Yes. Can you trust her for anything else? Probably not.
Okay. All right, I'll say that's a no then.
Okay.
So that is a +3.
Okie dokie. So then for my hex, McGregor has a +2, so that's the highest for me.
Okay, then the highlighted stat, I want to see you use Sharp.
Okie dokie.
What else does Dr. Dice look like?
She's about 5'6" in height. Light brown, short hair. Short enough to be like just about shoulder length, probably pretty similar to mine. But it's in a ponytail to keep it out of her face while she works. So it's short enough that it's not too much of a hassle, but long enough to keep it out of her. She can easily keep it out of her face. And then, like I said, she's got on like cargo pants for easily keeping her utility stuff. Like she's got a scalpel on her. Let's see. I wanted her. It's odd. She also has a very large knife, but just one big knife. That's mostly for self-defense when she is out in the wild.
Awesome. Okay, so you all have these little moments, these little flashbacks to different parts of your history with Dr. Dice, and after that happens, what do you do? Here's the question: who acts first?
I don't think that we would want to cause anything as being the newbies here. I don't know what her situation is, but she's more entrenched. I don't want to blow her cover.
Okay.
So if they're coming in for examinations, I feel like she is one of the ones helping with the examinations. Got herself in to be the one doing that on the newbies coming in, so that we can get a little bit of contact before. Yeah.
Already,
Are there a lot of people in the room?
there's about a dozen, including Dr. Dice.
Okay.
And they're all bustling about a little bit. Some of them have things that they're currently working on. Others are cleaning stuff. You know, it's a makeshift hospital / medical examination room. Everything needs to be cleaned all the time.
Okay. And Unity walked us in. Is he like directing us to any particular person to do our examinations?
I say equality.
Oh, it was equality. Okay.
Close. There are unities in this community too. Don't worry.
Okay. Community of Unities.
If you want to know all the names that I pulled, just go and open up the Spark Notes for Anthem.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, so equality. He as he leads you in, he begins talking to one of the other nurses in the room, and you can hear him talking about how these people, they just came to the community. They need to be examined. We need to make sure they're not bringing in anything dangerous. And this woman, she after Equality is done talking with her, she nods and comes over to you, and so she comes over to you and she says, "Hello, my name is International 3-6854. We will be helping you to acclimate to this community. We first need to make sure that you are not bringing in anything dangerous to our safety. We will be doing some examinations. Each of you will go with one of the nurses, and we will do our examinations." She takes Rex and she signals for a couple of other nurses. Dice, you're one of those nurses that she signals to do the examination.
Thank you again. Oh wait, Rex, not Gregor. Sorry, I made that mistake last time too. My name's not Rex.
If there is a part where Rex has to take off his clothes and armor, he's going to do that himself so that the machete stays not visible or found.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dice, you get your pick of people besides Rex, because that's who International chose. Who are you going to take?
I'm going to take Bravo.
Alrighty.
Thank goodness.
Yep. Awesome. And so Gregor, you're led off to a different. Y'all have your own, like the cloth walled cubicles that they take you to that have some equipment in them. So I guess Rex, you had a very pressing issue with the examination. So you're led into the room by International, and she starts fiddling with something on the table. What do you do?
What does it look like she's fiddling with?
It looks like she's fiddling with some. She's fiddling with like what looks like a spray bottle, but the lid is off, and she's grabbing a couple of things and mixing them together in the bottle.
He goes, can I just keep all of my clothes on, or do I need to take them off for this examination?
You may leave your clothing on. We do not personally want to see any of that. And anyways, the concoction that we use to scan to highlight the fungi that we are particularly worried about does not need to be applied to skin.
Well, what does it apply to?
Well, everything else. It is quite simple. It is not something that we need to worry about. It is a simple mixture that reacts with the various fungi that we are worried about you bringing into this community. It will foam and fizz if it comes in contact with it. And I like to have a little bit of fun. I mix some blue food coloring in with it so it fizzes blue.
Okay.
So if you would just get into the T pose and hold still. Okay, so as you do that, she
T-posing.
I appreciate the commitment to doing the T pose on this audio medium.
Cool. Yeah. So she does that. She sprays you down. There's nothing
blue
that
fizz?
foams and fizzes. Okay. She goes, okay, this is very good. You are not bringing in any fungi. The next most important thing in this examination is to make sure that you are coming here of your own free will. Do you? And she goes over and grabs a clipboard and looks down at it and begins to read. Do you? What is your former name?
My formal name?
Well, assuming you pass this, it will be your former name.
Right. Is Rex.
Alrighty. Do you, Rex, come here to Den Ufank of your own free will under no coercion from any forces, human or supernatural?
Yeah. I made the decision to come here myself.
Okay. Do you come here with the intent to join our community?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And do you come bring peace and good news?
Yes, of course. I'm always bringing good news.
The truthfulness.
Now, here's the question that I ask you as the MC. Are you coming in peace as Rex?
You'll notice I selectively said that I brought good news.
Okay.
That was very selective.
It was very selective. I would like you to roll to manipulate this person to have them forget that you said that you completely omitted one of the parts of do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Hope I don't roll a 3 again. They both hit the floor. Hang on. Okay, the first one's a 5. Second one is a 2. That's a 7.
Okay.
But I'm rolling to manipulate.
Yes, so that is plus hot. Unless you have...
That's -1, so it's a 6. I fail.
Okay.
Is he in the room alone?
Yep.
Yeah, he is in the room alone, but these walls are not. These walls are like cloth partitions, so y'all can hear. It may not be super loud, but you can hear what's going on. And so with that, we're gonna quickly jump over to Bravo and Dice.
Okay, so I'm going to start doing the same kind of procedural things that International was doing, kind of muttering to myself a little bit and just saying and kind of explain the process of T-pose. I'm going to spray you down to make sure you don't have any fungus. You know, International likes putting blue food coloring in this because she likes to see it fizz. I don't get it. So we're not doing that. But, here we go. And so I spray him down.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, doctor person who I've never met.
Absolutely, sir.
What is your name?
I need a name for here.
Make one up. It'll be more fun that way.
Oh gosh.
If you want, you can make up the first part.
Oh my gosh.
And then I can give you a string of numbers.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Hold on. I want synonyms. Let's see. We've got unity and international. There was equality, collective. The first thing that popped, togetherness. I want my name to be togetherness.
Okay.
Okay, so you would be you are together 2-9745.
Oh yes, my name is together 2-9745. Remembering that is a lot, but here we are.
So nice to meet you for the very first time.
So nice to be meeting you too. During this little exchange, I'm gonna just slip a little note into his pocket about where to find me later after this exchange.
Perfect. I'm like, so Doctor Together string of numbers. Do you get a lot of people who fail the test? And I glance towards the room that Rex is in.
This is actually my first time doing the tests. I just got clearance to be part of this part of to be allowed to test people into the system, into the we, if you will. So this is my first one.
Okay. Well, hopefully we all pass.
Hopefully. I'll go see what I can. I'll go maybe see what's happening next door. Okay. So with that, I clear him and leave the room.
Cool. So you do that. Gregor, I'm going to ask you very simply, because you're going to pass the fungi test. In any case, the real question is, are you going to have to lie to pass the oral exam?
I think so.
So
I also got a 6.
I think all of us have come not to bring peace, but a sword.
Oh, I definitely forgot to ask the oral exam, but just wrote down all the answers for him.
I mean, that works. That totally works.
It does. It's just not.
Perfect.
Mhm. Okay, so Gregor, you got a
6. 5 plus 1.
We were rolling terrible.
Oh no.
Okay, so now we have both sides of this. We know everyone who's made it and failed. So, Gregor, your examiner asks you to just stay in the room. She's going to go out and consult with her manager.
Real quick.
Yes.
You said that the walls are very thin, and I could possibly hear the other conversations.
That is correct.
Which one of these people, like, which one am I closer to? Which one would I hear? Because I want to help one of them, but I assume that since it's all happening at once, I can't help both.